Cindy Aguilar, and I am a Media and Communications Specialist for the Sacramento Fire Department. This is my third time coming to government social media and presenting. Has anybody been to any of my sessions before? Yay! Hello! Good to see you again. All right. Some of you may know this, but for those of you who don't know me, I am a recovering journalist. Any recovering journalists in the room? Okay, I see you. Yes. We made it to the bright side. Remember how we called it the dark side? It's pretty bright from where I'm standing, actually. All right, so I've been in recovery for a long time now, and I joined the Sacramento Fire Department back in 2019, and my life changed after that. And my first live shot actually was with the Sacramento Fire Department, so little did I know that I'd be there on the other side. So today I'm going to talk about Reels and why they matter. I've been using Instagram Reels to grow our social media platforms, and when I started our Sacramento Fire Department account, it was at 23,000 followers. It's now over 165,000 followers. Thank you. So why use Instagram Reels? Well, you want to show the real people. You want to make your agency human, and the way to do that is by telling stories and sharing with your community. So I want to remind you of storytelling and why this matters, why this is important. And so you want to also build trust with applicants. A lot of the times when applicants are coming in and we ask them, how did you hear about this job? Social media. And that's when I know my job is safe, at least until the next recruitment. So you want to reach a younger audience. And when I started the TikTok account back in 2021, that was the main idea for that account. It was to reach a younger audience, and we are meeting people where they are. We know that the younger audience is going to be on TikTok, it's going to be on Instagram. So we're catering to those social media platforms, and we're speaking to that audience. We want to highlight the culture, the values, the sense of belonging to this organization. And I can't tell you how many times I've been in a panel where we ask people, why Sacramento Fire? And they say the culture. They say, I saw your social media accounts and I want to be part of that. I want to belong. I have a series that I called the I Am Sacramento Fire, and it's like a mini documentary. And a lot of people come in and say, I want to be featured on the I Am Sacramento Fire video series. And that's pretty powerful. So keep that in mind when it comes to telling stories. So what works best when it comes to social media? A lot of the times we're overthinking and we're thinking that we need something that's overproduced, but the reality is that you want something that's more authentic. And a lot of the times you spend so much time editing a video and you post it and you see it and it gets 200 views. And you're like, I spent hours on that, people. Why won't you watch it? And then sometimes I have one video clip that I didn't spend any time editing. I throw it on social media and 10,000 views. I'm like, really? Is that what you want? Yes, that is what people want. It's something more authentic, and it doesn't have to be overproduced. And they want to see people. When I came to the Sacramento Fire Department, a lot of our social medias were focusing on incidents. It was very incident driven, and nothing wrong with that. Our X account is still Twitter. I'm still going to call it Twitter. That one is focusing on our incidents, but everything else is focusing on people. And when people see people, they connect with people. We want to show emotion. What is happening? Who are these people? Why did they decide to do this? And you have those people, those helpers who are in your community, in your agencies, who have a drive and a passion for what they're doing. So look for those, feature those on your social media accounts. Tell stories. A lot of the times that's what's powerful, is telling a story. As opposed to saying we're hiring firefighters, you want to show a firefighter who is part of your agency, who's been there for years, who is inspired by maybe like grandpa who was a firefighter, a multiple line of firefighters, or first generation firefighters. Everyone has a story. As a storyteller, I'm telling you, everyone has a story out there. So take advantage of that. And here's a story.
This job is not for everyone. It's a grueling job, it's difficult, and it is demanding. But if you have a love for this job and you want to help people and you like hard work, then this is your job. This is what's calling you. And it's not easy. There are times you're going to struggle and you're going to question if you even have the ability to do it. But just dig in, never give up, and keep keep working hard, keep striving for that goal.
Okay, so that was just a 25-second Instagram reel that was able to tell a complete story of why Andy Ramos is part of the Sacramento Fire Department, why he's inspired to be a firefighter. And all it took was asking him that question, why? Why Sacramento Fire? Why did he want to be part of this? And you get that together, you throw it on social media, and that becomes your recruitment. And then what I usually do with every social media that I'm sharing, every video, it always becomes a recruiting tool. So at the end of that caption is always going to say, visit our website, go join sacfire.org, find career opportunities, and sign up for notifications. So these are the questions that you need to ask your members. Why did they choose this career? Why did they stay? What keeps them going? What drives them to serve? And what this work means for them, or any tips that they can give young firefighters out there. So that's how I started our Motivation on Monday video series, and every Monday I share little clips like that. It doesn't have to be a long story like you saw that one. It was only 25 seconds long, and it told a powerful story. Other ideas that you can use for your recruitment, again, everything is recruitment when it comes to social media, and you can use that every time you're sharing on social media. So a day in the life, people love to see the behind the scenes. They see firefighters out and about, but what is it like behind the scenes? What is it like at the station? What kind of culture, what kind of family, like how are they sharing inside that firehouse? Promotions, so you're saying, well, I don't have firefighters, but you have promotions. People are getting promoted. In our line, people are getting pinned with a new badge. That's always a great way to promote your organization, and of course those members that are going to different phase in their career. Recruitment Academy, behind the scenes, again, we're trying to inspire that next generation. Here's this academy. Be sure to sign up for notifications so you don't miss out when we have the next academy recruitment. And that kind of thing will continue to get emails that people are signing up for notifications, and that's how we continue to build. And when we have an opening, those people will get notified right away. Community connection moments, your members are out there. You know, let them know that these photos, these moments that they're sharing with the community are important and they matter. And a lot of the times our members will send me those, especially when they're rescuing a cat. That's always gold. And then, of course, I started the video series, the What's for Lunch, and I'm going to show you that one next. So here it is.
My name is Jorge Lopez, Sacramento Fire Department, Station 11. We're having BLTs and fruit salad for lunch.
Okay, I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling hungry already. We're still 2 hours away and I'm already starving. But that is our What's for Lunch video series. And when I first thought about this series, people thought I was crazy, but that's how it goes. People will say you're crazy and then they'll say you invented something. So this video series happened because I happened to be visiting one of the stations, and when I saw them cooking, I thought, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Do people know that you guys actually do this? And they're like, yeah, but we're here to fight fires, not to tell them that we can cook. And I said, please let me share this on social media. Trust me, just give me the opportunity to do this. And so it gave us the opportunity to share that with our social media, but also answer a lot of questions, because a lot of people think that our taxpayer dollars are paying for their lunch. So we were able to answer those questions. No, they pay for their own lunch. And if a call comes in, they have to run and take that call. And a lot of that times that lunch is pretty cold by the time they get back. So a lot of that was happening, but something else was happening. It was really showcasing that family environment, that when you come to be part of a fire department, you are going to be a family and you're cooking together, and it kind of looks like Thanksgiving. And so this video series showcases teamwork, culture, tradition, connection, and the family inside the firehouse. The second video that I did for that series had 3.2 million views and thousands of followers that came to our social media platforms. So then I went back to the chiefs and I said, this is working. The next time we want to say that we're recruiting or a safety message, we have a bigger audience that we can talk to because this is working, because people are coming to our social media platforms. So that's now an award-winning video series, and I've seen a lot of fire departments out there who have also recreated this same exact format, and I'm not gonna hold it against them. It's okay. Okay, meet Yunaisi Takivikata. She is one of our newer firefighters, and watching that video series inspired her. She is our first Fijian, did I say that right? Hopefully I did. She's from Fiji, okay? And growing up in Fiji, she missed that family environment, everybody coming together at the table. And of course, she also was entertained by the idea of possibly becoming a firefighter. When she learned that those two things could be in the same place, and she saw our video series, she came to do a ride along, and she was able to witness that. It brought her a feeling of, this could be my home. I could be part of that. And so when I met her, and finally when she became a firefighter, because I've known her for now 4 or 5 years, I've been following her career since she was first interested in this field. And then last year she finally became a firefighter. And when I asked her, what was it about this specific fire department? She said the What's for Lunch series. So I'm not saying that it was all me, but I am saying it. I'm just kidding. She did a lot of hard work, and she is truly inspiring. But this video series gave her a sense of belonging. It gave her a sense of, I could be part of this. I could recreate what I had back at home that I no longer have here. And so that was really powerful. And when I talked to her, honestly, I was in tears just listening to this story, and again, seeing her come from a person being interested and now being a firefighter. Truly inspiring. And a lot of the times, if you just take one thing away from this presentation today, is that recruitment does not come from a flyer. Okay, now that you've got that, we can move on. So, of course, since she was inspiring, then she became part of my social media stories, because I was definitely going to use her story. So I don't know if you saw a trend of music that goes back in time, of where you were, something inspired you to where you are now. So of course I share her story.
And probably will be
I still get emotional about that day. I wanted to leave the natural sound of people clapping and cheering for her, because I swear to you, it probably went on for 5 minutes. People were so excited about her journey and how she got here, and it was really, truly magical to see. So I've shared her story. Even the news picked it up, because it was such a unique story of her being the first in our department from Fiji. And even Fiji reached out. They wanted to do a national story over there about her story. And so again, there's somebody sitting at home that's going to be inspired by something that you share. So don't be afraid to share those stories with your community. So again, what you're hoping to do with your social media, with your Instagram reels, is to show real people and to invite them into your community, into your organization. Having that sense of belonging is so powerful, and it works every time. When people can see themselves in your agency, if they have a sense of purpose, that they can come and be part of this as well. And people apply for the jobs, but they really stay for the cultures, and you want to make sure that you are showing that on your social media platforms. And again, your leadership is also important. Highlight all those opportunities that you have available. And again, it's not a flyer, it's a story, it's a why, it's something more powerful than that. And sometimes it just starts with a 30-second Instagram reel. And you also want to show off your community. How are your members involved in your community? What are they doing that's inspiring? Are they going to the local park and helping kids or reading to kids? All of those things are powerful and important ways to connect with your social media followers. Okay, for those of you who know me, you know that I love pets. I love showcasing any of our pets on social media because it always works. It always does really well. So if you can't think of anything else, if you can't come up with any social media that you want to share for the day, go find a cat, a dog, a bird. I don't care if it's a squirrel. People love animals. They always do really well. But most importantly, share those real stories and connect with your community. That's where it really starts. And real people always works, especially in this world that we're in now where everything is AI, and a lot of the times you can't tell something is AI or real. You really have to look into it. That's why more than ever it's going to be so important to share those real stories, real authentic people. That's what connects with your community. And that's where recruitment begins, my friends. Oh my goodness, I feel like I'm out of breath. I've been talking so fast, like I'm running a marathon, but I just want to say thank you so much for the opportunity to have me here. Here's my contact information. If you get a chance, please connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm always sharing more about Instagram Reels and social media. And of course, I will be